What's going on, everybody? This is Damon here, Voice of Autism, episode 138. And wow, been a crazy week. I'll be honest. Also, I got some good news. Sometime before Thanksgiving, I might have my first house or tiny house ever. Meaning, I might have my first house. So yeah, that'll be a big thing for me. If you guys know what I mean. But just a bit. Anyway, so yeah. So I might have my first tiny house before Thanksgiving. Also, week mark 6 months that I've been working at Walmart. So yeah, it's crazy. So that's a big thing. So it's been a crazy. But yeah, I do got work later on today around 4. So around 3:30 I'll be leaving for work. But I'm all ready to go. So yeah. But it's crazy. But it's been a crazy year already. If you guys know what I mean. But it's been pretty interesting, I'll be honest. I also got 2 months until I'm 22 now. So I'll be 22 on August 25th in 2 months from now. So that coming up fast. So yeah. But I'm also having memory issues with my phone. So I might have to get a new one. But if I'm going to have more memory space, the phone had 16 gigabytes. I added about 36, or actually not 36, about 50 gigabyte with a SD card. It gave me extra memory, but oh, that's funny. That I mean, ended up looking at a meme that popped up on Facebook. But yeah, it's been crazy. And with me getting a tiny house sometime before Thanksgiving, it'll be a big step for me. So yeah. It may be crazy, but it'll be a big step for me. Backwoods. But yeah, I already got my uniform over there set up and ready for when I do go. But it's been crazy, if you guys know what I mean. But also, work hours will be slowing down, and I have next Friday off, so Next Friday will be the first time I'll have in a long time of doing my video vlogs on a Friday. So yeah, that'll be the first time in a long time. But it is crazy. I'll be honest about that. And what's been going on in the autism community. One minute. One of my friends getting fake. There we go. But it's crazy. But yeah. One of my friends, 1 minute guys, one of my friends don't realize that someone is a fake. We got a fake here. Oh, 1 minute guys. Okay, sorry about that. I did not realize 0. I don't know. But yeah. There have been times that I have not kept up to date with friends from high school. That have been a long time. It does happen. And it did happen to me too just now. My friend Leo. My friend Leo was asking about her. An old high school friend of mine. Did not recognize. I did not recognize the picture until now. It sometimes takes time for me to realize, but stuff like that does happen. Mm-hmm. But I have literally not realized from old friends. It does happen. It does. I had an old friend that I did not even recognize, that I have not seen in 4 years. And they recognized me, but I couldn't remember who they was. It's crazy. People do change, and here change because I'm autistic on the autism spectrum. People, it's something that stereotypes don't realize. They think about people who are on the autism spectrum. They think we like everything in a normal schedule thing. Not quite. Just that repeat same way every day, doing the same damn thing. That make it go crazy. I can't stand doing the same damn thing every day, like repeating it every day. If you guys know what I mean. There we go. Sorry about that. 1 minute, my friend Rio messaged me again. Okay, sorry about that, my friend Rio. But now we got some stuff of autism to talk about. But yeah. It also from my fiance Val, but it evolved up in the autism community. Ooh, and it's something that got my fiance Val pissed. So I have the link to her YouTube channel down below, but yeah.
Pouting face, pouting face, pouting face, pouting face. In God's eyes, PWDs are not forgotten.
But yeah. One minute, guys. But yeah. It's crazy. Like, it coming from my fiance because my fiance kind of pissed at the article that we're about to look at, which I'm about to get pissed about it too.
The coalition has penned an open letter to the federal government pleading for a dedicated financial assistance package for people with disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
The letter has been signed by 65 organizations so far, including the Canadian Autism Spectrum Disorder Alliance, Canadian Labour Congress, Rick Hansen Foundation, Spinal Cord Injury Canada, and Women's Shelter Canada, among others.
Mm-hmm. They may be from a different country that is up in Canada, but it definitely do affect all autistics because we're all the same. And we deal with ableistic a lot.
People with disabilities forgotten amid COVID-19 pandemic, advocates say and plead for federal support. By Gilbert N. Gabo, staff reporter. Sun, May 31st, 2020. Timer 3 min. Red. Nearly 3 months into the lockdown brought by the COVID-19 pandemic, advocates for people with disabilities are asking the government for financial help for a community they say has been forgotten. Dozens of organizations have come together to voice their concern about the inadequate support for people with disabilities, a group they say has inexplicably fallen through the cracks as other layers of the community receive financial help to cope with the impact of COVID-19. People with disabilities in many cases are already living below the poverty line, and now the living costs have become extraordinary for them, said Christopher Sutton, CEO of Wavefront Center for Communication Accessibility, a charitable organization for the deaf and hard of hearing, and spokesperson for the Disability Leadership Coalition. Article continues below. The coalition has penned an open letter to the federal government pleading for a dedicated financial assistance package for people with disabilities. The letter has been signed by 65 organizations so far, including the Canadian Autism Spectrum Disorder Alliance, Canadian Labour Congress, Rick Hansen Foundation, Spinal Cord Injury Canada, and Women's Shelter Canada, among others. The letter praises the government for supporting people affected by the pandemic.
1 minute. Hey, Leo, you're live on YouTube right now.
Oh, I seen your text.
Yep, but you're live on YouTube. Do you have anything to say on the live stream?
Huh?
I'm actually live on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Do you have anything to say to anybody on the live stream?
I'll try. I'm trying to get Wi-Fi. I'm at Pizza Hut right now.
Oh. Well,
Anyway, how are you? How are you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back to MUSC. I'm tired of being in the house all the time.
Yeah, well, I got to go back on the front lines later on tonight, around 4 and 8.
Oh.
Yep, got work tonight.
Yeah.
But everybody, Leo, my friend.
Yeah.
He is a fellow colleague and friend at MUSC for the Autism New Network.
Because I found her on a website called a dating website called Faith. It's like a Christian website, and I see that me and her have a lot in common.
Well, my friend is Christian too. I went to high school with her.
I'm a Christian too. I'm a devoted Christian.
And me and my fiance. But yeah. Well, I was actually in the middle of jumping on the live stream when you called me, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it's okay. It's always good to have a guest on the live stream, you know?
Yeah, because I'm trying to get a girlfriend since Ainsley rejected me. I still cannot believe the way she treats us. I mean, who is she to tell who can and who can't join the group? Because I think Belle should be a part of the group, because I've been trying to get my friend Johnny in the group too, but Ainsley told him, oh, no, he can't join. And that made me so mad.
I know. For anybody who don't know, Ainsley is the jerk of the group. And it's the group one.
Oh, don't worry, because when I go back to MUSC, I'm gonna have a long talk with Dr. Gwinnett about this because right now he don't believe me, but when I show him the proof, he will. Because Ainsley gotta go.
For anybody,
yeah, I'm trying to find me a new girlfriend.
Yeah, okay, Rio. For anybody who don't know, Ainsley is the jerk and the rude person of the group. Isn't that right, Rio?
Yes, that I know. She's a total jerk.
And she
Matter
is.
of fact, she's the queen of jerks.
And she is a little racist. Isn't that right, Rio?
Yes, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I know the reason why she harassing me, because her mom is telling her to harass me, and if she don't do as her mama say, the mom will ground her. And then you see how all these black people getting killed, David?
Yeah, I see.
It's sad.
Yeah, did you see that cop who shot that old person
Oh yes,
down?
I seen that. That made me so mad.
I'll be honest, both. Here, Gene, that old guy, he was white, but here, kicker, them 4 cops, one was black, one was Asian, one was Mexican, and one was white. And
yeah, I seen the white cop put his knee on the back of the guy's neck, and the guy kept saying, "I can't breathe."
Leo, you know the other 3 cops were different color and different, Gene? Like, the other 3 cops that got arrested and are facing charges, one of them was black. Did you notice that?
I noticed.
One of them was Asian, and one of them was Mexican. And everybody using it as a color thing when it actually did police brutality. You know?
Yeah.
And did you see that video of that trucker getting attacked by protesters? There's a video showing where protesters are attacking the trucker and everybody saying, kill him. Literally. 1 minute, we're losing signal. But, yeah. 1 minute, we're losing signal. But yeah, that my friend Leo. He felt autistic and he's part of the Autism New Network. Everybody else out in the hallway. But, well, waiting to get it back into contact with him. But that was my friend Leo. And what he said, both sides, the police and the protester, are both in the wrongdoing. That I'll be on it about. Like, that I'll be on it about. Both sides are in the wrongdoing. Okay, like, had a little bit
The
of...
letter praises the government for supporting people affected by the pandemic.
Okay, now let's get started on to.
People with disabilities forgotten amid COVID-19 pandemic, advocates say and plead for federal support. By Gilbert N. Gabo, staff reporter. Sun, May 31st, 2020, timer 3 min. Red. Nearly 3 months into the lockdown brought by the COVID-19 pandemic, advocates for people with disabilities are asking the government for financial help for a community they say has been forgotten. Dozens of organizations have come together to voice their concern about the inadequate support for people with disabilities, a group they say has inexplicably fallen through the cracks as other layers of the community receive financial help to cope with the impact of COVID-19. People with disabilities in many cases are already living below the poverty line, and now
true.
the living costs have become extraordinary for them, said Christopher Sutton, CEO of Wavefront Center for Communication Accessibility, a charitable organization for the deaf and hard of hearing, and spokesperson for the Disability Leadership Coalition. Article continues below. The coalition has penned an open letter to the federal government pleading for a dedicated financial assistance package for people with disabilities. The letter has been signed by 65 organizations so far, including the Canadian Autism Spectrum Disorder Alliance, Canadian Labour Congress, Rick Hansen Foundation, Spinal Cord Injury Canada, and Women's Shelter Canada, among others. The letter praises the government for supporting people affected by the pandemic, including business owners, essential workers, students, Indigenous peoples, the homeless, women facing violence, seniors, seafood processors, dairy farmers, agricultural suppliers, energy companies, tourism companies, sports and cultural organizations, and others. But despite the spirit of being in this together, the plight of people living with disabilities has been largely ignored, and they feel left behind, the letter says.
That's true.
The coalition says people receiving disability benefits are especially feeling the financial burden inflicted by the pandemic. The maximum amount a person on a CPP disability benefit receives is $1,362 per month, far less than the $2,000 CHIRP funding the federal government is giving to people who've lost their job due to the COVID-19 outbreak. Article continues below. Sutton said families across the country are incurring extra costs, including having to pay for masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. But those living with disabilities feel even more financial stress as they struggle to meet everyday needs, such as grocery deliveries, accessing medications, accessibility equipment repairs, and other special needs. You might be interested in United States. Trump japs Maine's Democratic governor, she hits back. 18 HRS ago.
Okay, but yeah, that was the article and what's been happening crazy. But it's just been playing out crazy. Now, let's try to call Leo back. But I got it in the live stream around 2:40, or not 2:40, but 2:50. Let me call him again. But yeah. And technically, he is my first guest on my live stream in Syria. Now, be ironic. But yeah. Leo is a fellow autistic friend of mine and also a fellow colleague. And what we were talking about Andrea earlier, she is kind of rude. That I'll be honest about. And kind of a little problematic with that. But it's just crazy. If you guys know what I mean, it's just plain out crazy. And it depends if you guys know what I mean on that. But yeah. Now, do I support the police doing all the wrongdoing stuff to civilians? No. Do I support them beating up people? No. But I do support them in doing their job and what it right. Same with protesters, but I do not support the protesters and their riots and attacking people and ganging up on drivers. That I do not support. I support both sides, and I do not support both sides for different reasons. And I do not support violence. I understand why the protesters are doing it, because stuff is getting out of hand. That I'll be honest about, and I'm not trying to go political with it, but me and Rio were talking about it, what you guys seen. but he got cut off by bad internet signal. I might try to get him on for Net Weekend episode if I'm able to. But yeah. Now with the Autism News Network, what me and Rio are part of, he is a good friend of mine. But we also have one pertinent group that is very rude. Her name is Angeli. She denied my fiance Vel. I have the link to my fiance YouTube channel down description down below. But she got G is our counselor too. She got him to remove my fiance from the group chat. Yeah, she got a lot of power in there in that group. And I'll be on it. When you do that, it only a matter of time before karma gets you. Ow! I just hit the. My foot. Oh, that's going to hurt in a while, but it's going to eventually come back and bite her on her ass. That I'll be honest about. But yeah. Let me try doing a video chat with him real quick, trying to get it. He's probably in a bad signaled place, if you guys know what I mean. Also, the puppies that my sister dog had are almost 2 weeks old, meaning they should be opening their eyes really soon. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, you back?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Phone got cut off.
Bad internet signal? You see me? See that I'm live on YouTube?
Yeah, I see you.
There we go. Okay, there. But, okay. It's going to be a little bit awkward. There we go. What me and you were talking about with the Black Lives scene and what's been going on,
Yes.
it's crazy. Like, both sides are in the wrongdoing. Like, I do agree with the protesters, but I do not agree with them attacking people and being all violent.
See what happened in Charleston? That was crazy how they burnt almost half of Charleston.
Yes, that did
don't destroy
happen.
the city that you live in. Ooh, that looked good.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know we had pizza last night.
Oh, y'all did?
Yep.
I'm standing right outside Pizza Hut looking at the food they got. Oh, it's good.
Pizza Hut.
Yep. One of my favorite restaurants.
So,
behind Arby's and Golden Corral
mm-hmm.
and Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to think, do I want pizza or taco?
Mm-hmm. Now, when we were talking about Andrew, about how she was being rude and a jerk, do you have anything to say about her on the live stream?
David, I do have many things to say about Ainsley, but I'm pretty sure that she probably is watching this right now. But I hope she's not watching this. I hope she's not watching this.
She's not even subscribed to my YouTube channel.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and say this about Ainsley. Well, my opinion on Ainsley is when I first met her, I thought she was a cool person. We were all cool.
Mm-hmm.
Used to call each other all the time. And, you know, me and her have a lot in common. I like theater. She liked theater. And I like film. She liked film. And then ever since the start of last year, back in January, I told her I had a crush on her, and she rejected me.
I remember that. I was there.
Yeah, she rejected me, and then the next thing I know, this whole harassment thing between me and her starts, and now I hate her obviously now. And then you came, and then she starts harassing you and your fiance Bill, and I don't appreciate that because Bill should be accepted, and so should my friend Johnny.
Well, both of them are autistic too.
Yeah, my friend Johnny has autism too.
And me and my fiance Val being autistic. The only reason why Andrew is doing it is because she feels threatened because there's someone that might be better than her.
Yeah.
Because people who feel threatened that there are people better than them will try to keep them out of their group as much as they can. And I noted that Andrew act that way. But let me put that better. But she is very rude.
Yeah, because every time you talk about your fiance, Ainsley get mad, and every time I talk about my friend Johnny, she get mad.
Because she knows there are people better than her.
Exactly.
And she is trying all she can to treat them like crap. You know, like the movie Mean Girl?
Yeah.
And you remember how in the movie Mean Girls, that the popular girl felt threatened because there was someone better than her?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's what Andrew acting like. But yeah. Hey, well, I gotta get ready to end the live stream because I gotta get ready for work. Talk to you later, Rio.
Alright, talk to you later.
Later, man. Okay, that was Rio, my friend. And yes, I gotta get ready for work because 4 o'clock is coming up really fast too. But before we go, one more scene, and it will be from my fiance, Phil. And it'll be on it. This event I'll bring up first. It depends on who the parent is and how they act. It wanted to change if I'm able to get it to respawn right. But that was my friend Leo and my fellow colleague.
A real parent listens to their kids' dreams and decisions and support them in every way. That will make their kids happy. #familiar for days.
And that is from my fiance Val. But yeah. But what's been going on, it's just been crazy. I'll be honest, it's just been a crazy time. And that from my loving fiance Val. And with how Andrew treated her, not trying to be mean, but Andrew need to be removed from the group. If Andrew do end up wanting to, I'm going to tell her, straighten her act up and stop trying to control the group. I'll be honest about that. Because if you want the group to grow, you're going to have to accept people in. You have a better chance. Plus, you can make more money. And you will be able to grow. If you don't, you're going to fail. But, yeah. I just have ended the live stream about a minute ago, but one more minute. So, yeah. Now, I hope everybody doing well, and also I'll bring it up for me and my fiance Val are putting the wedding back to 2021. We might put it back a little bit more, but we'll keep you guys updated. But me and Val are doing great. And yes. Now I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream. I hope everybody is being safe. And I hope everybody having a great weekend. I really do mean it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Signing out. Bye guys.